Hey guys, this is Nosey from Team Dynamic, doing my first JuanSource commentary here, so go easy on me. On this pistol round, we're going to have me and Doobie throwing smokes to middle to smoke out connector and the window room, and then we are going to end up going up cat for a fake while the other three stay at A. Bomb apartments and a deagle lower, 2 apartments. Eric will be deagling lower. Throw my smoke on Doobie's call. I'm going to try to fake mid here. Just throw him off a little bit, get him to rotate so we can get an A easier. Doobie's flashing up connector. See a guy cat, flash him, push him back so we can't make a good call on how many there are. I'm going to push it. We hear a lot of footsteps. And I just want to push this kill right here, get War Machine. I hear a lot of footsteps. I'm wondering where they are, and they end up being under me. I think they pushed 2 or 3. Yeah, they come up about 3 people right there come up through cat, and now they're all going back. We should have good setup spots because the A fake worked beautifully. Unfortunately, Demonic gets shot as they're rotating in, and Miller gets double naded. Eric picks up 2 nice D kills, but just not enough. I think we could have done differently is just me and Doobie dropped connector and just split A, or the 3 guys A just went lower B. I don't think fakes are too good on pistol rounds anymore. It's just more about being big on pistol rounds and overwhelming the guys because they only got pistols. So I think it's more about just rushing and blowing up on the other team. Here we're just going to deeg save unless we got oppers. Otherwise we're going to deeg save every round that we have to save. There's no point in us buying deagles, just keeping the Glocks. We're going to just set up for pushes, maybe get lucky, see if they want to push lower here, which I hope they do, but they don't. Going to drop 1 smoke into connector so we don't get shot my guy apartments. Just going to flash and go, hopefully get lucky. Come out here, it's not seeing anything. Oh, got a guy at spawn. Get another nice pickup here. I get a good deeg. Hopefully get the bomb down, that's the goal of this round. But bomb gets killed. Get another pickup with a deagle kill. Pretty good save overall. We got 3 picks with deegs. And I'll drop their FAMASs. So now they're going to have to upgrade early. Hopefully we can mess them up on their on this next eco because they have to upgrade to M4s, and maybe we can down some M4s and keep their money down. We're going to keep deeging. I think we're going to end up just working more towards B, seeing how they play B, kind of testing the sights out right now, seeing where they're going to play, how their mid setup's going to be, see if they're going to, I know our mid guys are scouting it out, see if they're going to play connector, window, or cat, see what they're going to like to do. I'm going to see if I can get a push here on B. Maybe someone just wants a frag. I'm going to push up B. I hear him above me to the left. Just hoping to get lucky. Demonic picks up an M4 actually at apartments. I remember he calls it with his deeg. So he's going to hook around and see if he can generate some kills with his M4. Because now he's got a gun down and we've got a good chance of getting some pickup kills if he can get some with the M4. Doobie down in mid. Unfortunate. I'm still trying to creep in on Rambo. I think it's at B. Seeing where he plays exactly. I'm calling it. Oh, there he is. He's just waiting for the back, being smart. Let's see Demonic here. He got his M4. He picks up a connector kill, which is good. There's another gun down. Oh, look. Devour. I think Devour's only deeging, but still. There's more money that they're losing as we get kills. I don't think we end up winning this round, but another great save. There end up 2 people left alive. We killed 3 people with deagles once again. So 2 good saves there in a row. Keeps their money down. I know if they're going to keep trying to op, they're going to be low. Here we go. I think on this, our default strat is going to be Doobie lower. He's going to kind of just watch pushes and just wait to throw a smoke for connector. Demonic's going to be aggressive apartments with an op, trying to pick the generator boxes. I'm going to be going B tunnels. Some rounds right below window, and some rounds I'll kind of fake B. And we'll have Eric and Miller working mid picks. This is just our default setup. We're going to have Eric and Miller are the primary guys trying to get a connector, window, or cat pick, and I'm going to be helping them out. But I just want to make sure that no one pushes through B. I probably shouldn't even gone there first round. No one's going to push first round. That was dumb on my part. As I can see, Miller is getting aggressive right now, ready to hit connector. Just trying to get one pick over here before we make a strat. Doobie's throwing smokes A, so I guess, yeah, we're gonna just try to hit A together right now. I'm gonna flash window. We're just gonna take it up. Right now, we're just gonna split A. Pick up's a nice kill at lower. Doobie does. I get the guy connector. We should have this round. There's one more in A, which I remember this in vent. There's a big mess up. There was one in. Clown is pushed up in his in the T-side apartments while we're trying to plant, and I was holding off one guy at spawn. But if you look on my radar, look at this. Someone at cat just doing absolutely nothing. I should have been helping the bomb get down. This is a bad round. This is a very bad round for us. End up getting killed from spawn. Yeah, this was bad communication on our part. We really blew this round. We had this round. Took 3 kills into the site. Yet Clown just sat up there in apartments, waiting for us, waiting to plant the bomb, and no one covered. That was just poor execution and communication on our part. And there goes a round that we should have had. It's frustrating. But now we are going to deke save again. Trying to work around the op. I'm going to work around Eric's op. See if he can get some pickups. And we're all just going to deke. Confusion at the beginning of the round. Doobie's going to go A. Just throw a smoke or two. Some flashes. Just keep him honest over there. We're going to send the bomb. Go along with another guy lower. Should be Miller and Demonic going to work lower B. Me and Eric are going to try to make some mid picks here. Keep them off their rotate. Going to work it nice and slow. I don't want to get too pushy. There it is. Took our time. There goes, I think it was only an M4 picking mid. He was just trying to scout it out. And he's down. Op and connector. He tried to get a kill at mid, being aggressive. Just waited for him and got him. He had no chance. So that's 2 pickup kills mid. Perfect. Demonic ends up getting an entry kill at B. So we're going to be on the rotate. Over to B, taking B site. Pick up Rambo. Playing catwalk. So now I called the guy. Last guy was at A. We got B completely open, being planted. Eric's being dumb. Rushed connector. And gave him a frag. I just waited for him. And ended up getting the kill. Go for Eric's op, but can't make it. So that round worked out real well. We got our 2 picks mid. And then the guys B tried to push or rotate out. And Demonic just gate him. 1-digged him. Strat worked perfect. To our advantage. Right now we're going to do just a full A. Delay with smokes. I'm going to go middle. And I'm going to kind of just waiting for pushes this round. It's our first buy round, but we know our eco's been doing real well, so we think they got a save. I end up throwing this smoke right here and this pop flash at mid. I run backwards and just pop it because I hear him. I end up 5 pushing mid. Pick up 3, which is perfect. That's a good round for us. I call it that they're there, and I want us to get aggressive so they can't save that AK. And Dewey makes a nice shot on Clown. Gets him down. Can't save the AK. That's the whole goal right now. They're just trying to save that AK. War Machine picks it up, but Miller's there spotting that AK. And their save was terrible. As I get 3, and they only get 1. Round works out good for our part. I think we're going to go back to our default. Just Eric working mid. And, no. Just going to do A strat. We just throw smokes right here. It's a good spawn smoke. I'm going to throw 1 just to fake it off, see if we can get them wasting some nades. And I'm also going to throw a mid smoke to cover my window when I go up mid. So we're trying to just bait out nades right now. So when we take the site, they have less flashes to retake. I'm going to take up mid. I'm just going to sit here at mid, kind of like bait my team. I'm going to get ready to rush connector, but I'm not going to do it because I'm alone. I'm going to wait for my team to get set up in their spots. We're going to throw smokes over into A and take A site at, I think 1 minute is. Not exactly sure, but baiting is usually obviously frowned upon, but sometimes you have to bait to win the round, or just to get a kill so the guy at connector is not watching connector. Look at that. They come up, and he was rotating right off connector because they had made a fake at A. Unlucky. Two guys were coming up mid though. We ended up picking up that kill. I think Clown's in apartments once again. He gets some nice USP shots, but Demonic ends up picking him up. Now it's a 2v1, and he's gunned up over at connector. Demonic shot down to 1 HP, trying to plant the bomb here. Just hope he doesn't. He's getting spammed. Yep. He dies. I think we lose this round. Eric has an op, and he decides to push up to right here. And then, more importantly, decides to peek it with a deagle. Right there was a huge mistake. Another round we lost because of a mistake. He should have just played an angle with his op, like a weird angle with his op, instead of sitting there with a deagle, moving around. Wasn't smart at all. Lost that round. Alright. This round we're buying up again. I'm kind of short on cash, so I'm going to have to Galil. I think we have a lot of AKs. So we're just going to work another A strat. We took the site successfully last round. Really well. Just on Clown. Clown was getting us. I think he was boosted on the box on porch. So when we came out apartments, he stayed there, killed one person, and then got back into the apartments. Really screwed us over there today. Right now we're just waiting A again. They're going to set up for pushes. See if they can draw a few nades. And then we're going to smoke and go. I ended up getting flashed, double flash over here. I think he's going to drop down and push on me, so I run back. But he ends up just sitting there. Now I know he knows I'm there because I pulled out my knife by mistake. So I have to throw flashes. Ended up picking up an entry frag, but Devour knew I was there, so he just sat on me coming in.
Can't miss that smoke.
Well, and we missed some smokes today. I guess we had some missed smokes. Eric gets a nice pickup. Clown being too aggressive.
No, let's do the fake. Let's do the smoke day and go B.
And again, Rambo being way too aggressive.
Yo.
Yeah, they lost that round because Rambo went for that pick right there. Shouldn't have done that. Should have just stayed back, played an angle. And Clown also up there too aggressive. Luckily, Eric had a nade to finish off Devour. It was a really good clutch. Eric with an AK, usually our offer, so it was excellent play. Right now, me and Doobie are going to drop the A smokes that we usually do, just on our default or our A strat, while the other three are going to be at lower B. Kind of watching a save this round too. We just beat him there and got him gunned down. So ended up pushing lower A. Doobie unfortunately gets deagled. I don't want to get pushed apartments and squeezed, so I kind of just play it safe a little bit. I know they got the gun, and they end up falling back here. So they're probably gonna just rotate to B this round, since they just pushed through A thinking it's clear. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna drop. I know these smokes aren't nothing special, but I'm just gonna drop 2 smokes over there. At least it will be called. Hopefully one will rotate back, and we're just gonna hit up lower B. All of our guys are gonna come out lower B. Right now they're going to flash out and go. I'm going to try to hook around, delay cat a little bit. Maybe come up and flank one. One of my guys dies though, so I got to go kind of more aggressive and help the team. Scott gets 2 nice pickup kills. There's Daff, I think. Right there, I should have had him. I think we were trying to push into the CT window right there. We ended up getting killed as we were doing it. We should have just maybe waited for him, but another round that we could have had if we just held him off a little bit longer. And if Doobie should have played that different, so that we couldn't get flashed. When they flash over the roof and push, he was on the roof over here, so the flash would just come right at his face, and he was super blind, and he got 1 deg. Should have just stayed back a little bit more and just waited. I should have called the save push on that round. That's their save round that they won, so not good. We're going to have to do a counter save. Just going to split 2 apartments and 2 lower, and Eric's going to creep mid with a deagle below window, see if he can do something. I think once again they push lower there. They're going to keep pushing for those frags at the beginning of the rounds, and then they just back off. We're going to have to start doing something different just to watch those and get those pickup kills. Scott makes a nice 1 deg. Actually gets 2 in apartments. So that was the 2 guys lower. Eric comes up, flanks Devour, There's a good deagle round right here. Get the call from Eric, he's in sight. Just move in and kill him. We're all out together. And very good save. Scott getting those kills. So far is a very good save, but I think this is yeah, this is a round we actually lose, believe it or not. This was a big mistake by me. I peeked once, and Demonic Miller said he flashed, so I peeked again, and I guess he was not blind. Came up and just sprayed me down, and that was my fault. I should have not peeked him at all. He gets Demonic, and he gets Miller. Miller should have stayed back also and just waited for him to defuse, but Miller was trying to help out Demonic and not bait him. Ended up losing the round for us, which is ended up being a save round. I mean, it was a good save, but obviously a blown round that we should have had. That was really bad. Really bad execution. Next time we just can't peek. Shouldn't peek. You can't give him those picks. Once he gets that one, once he picked me, he just pushed it. He would have sat there for a while waiting for me to peek, but I just played that all wrong. I was the anchor right there in that round and blew it. We're going to go back to our 2 mid strat, 2 sitting A, 1 apartments and 1 lower, 2 working mid. I'm going to go straight down below window. I call the guys pushed up on cat, I hear him. So we're trying to just work a 1 pick at mid this round. Var ends up pushing right through actually, up through mid and gets a frag. Now the guys are over at A alone, and they're getting squeezed from all angles. Actually seems to be a push round for them. They pushed most spots. So now we're just gonna have Scott save. They did a smart. They pushed with guns instead of on like saves where you're ready for pushes. They just did it on an off round where they bought up. They just decided to push and be the aggressive team, and it definitely works. Especially when you know they're not saving and they're gonna be gunned up. You're not expecting a push, but when it comes, catches you off guard. They caught us. That was good on their part. Slacking by us. We got low money. Gonna have to save up on this round. Always buying deegs. Unless it's my offers, they only have to save up for an op. Otherwise, always have money for deegs, and the AK is out in the next round. We're a good deagling team, so we always buy deegs on the saves. We're just gonna keep working Scott at apartments. He's usually getting that kill with his deagle. Daff ends up pushing again with a gun round at lower, but Doobie picks up the frag after Miller dies, unfortunately. This round they know there's one more at A, and they know Scott's apartments because he flashed out. So I'm kind of just gonna float back to help throw off a fake over at mid, because Eric said he had a good position at connector. But there goes Eric dying at connector. So now I'm alone. I'm gonna take it a little slower. Just gonna see if I can make 1 pick or at least throw a little fake on A, so just get them off of A site stack. Demonic gets a devour somehow. Doobie picks up War Machine after Demonic goes out. I come up and flank Clown perfectly executed. In this round it's Rambo again, gonna come in and rotate, and instead of a 3v1 it's a 2v1. See if he can clutch it. I know we're gonna play it better this round. I'm waiting just to call it sight for Doobie, and then I realized late that he could just jump up on those boxes, and he did jump on those boxes. Would have picked me. Here I'm coming, I just back off. Play it smart, play the bomb. Ended up seeing him there, still not gonna give him a pick. I'm not gonna let him get me. Call him that he's going into sight, tell Doobie he has to defuse at this point. We just go out and push him. That's how you play the round. Just stay back, you can't give him picks. You have to make them come find you, waste more time in the round. So me and Doobie definitely played it right and fixed our mistakes from the previous round. This round we got 3 offers, so we're gonna definitely have to work. We work me and Eric op in mid, and actually I go up here, yeah, because I call it the save. This is the save round actually, so we're gonna watch save pushes. Doobie ends up picking up kills, pushing lower. Eric's got a guy pushing mid. I'm just waiting over here B, see if they push. You gotta be cautious in the save rounds, and they've showed that they like to push. So, yeah, there it is. They pushed all positions that they played. So, you just gotta call the save rounds and know when they're gonna save. So there's a body right there. He saved at mid. They just played aggressive, seeing if they could make something happen. I'm gonna be covering connector. I think Daff ends up lagging out this round too. Might be another reason why they saved. Yep, and now we paused it because Daff lagged out. Alright. So far, I mean, there's been a few mistakes on our part for sure in this match. But, I mean, it's going pretty good at this point. I mean, with the mistakes we had and the clutches that they've gotten against us. Kept the composure. I mean, we've had some rounds where we've yelled at each other, but you just got to keep it down. Stay on top of it. No worries. Alright, so right now we're lagged out here. Daff timed out. He's rejoining right now. So it's about to be unpaused. And let's see, we got 3 ops here still on the team. So I think we're going to try to throw a fake on this round, because they just saved that round, so we know they're going to be buying. Try to do a little fake over here at A. Maybe get them thrown off, wasting a couple nades. And we can take into B. Not exactly. Let's see. It's been a good half so far. Oh. Cancel that. It's going to end up going for picks since we got the heavy off stack. Eric's going to hold that connector angle. Well, he ends up getting picked up by Devour. I'm going to keep watching this spot right here. I noticed War Machine or Rambo, they played it aggressive a lot. So while my team's trying to work out nades over there and get ready for Smoke's egg, I'm just going to keep sitting here because I don't want to get pushed later on in the round. And so I'm just going to sit on it a little bit here. Ends up nothing's happening. Gonna make sure connector's still cleared. I hear one in, window, excuse me. I hear one in connector though. Right there, probably at the gen. Daff ends up coming mid. I missed my shots all over the place. And Devour ends up opping me from window. So he was at window. I think he was playing an angle towards Cat though. Should have picked up Daff. Just missed all my shots. It was unlucky. Doobie ends up being the last one alive. He knows there's one in the apartments with the bomb down. And there's 2 to his right. They have low HP, so he's going to try to get some frags here instead of just saving. Drop some of their guns down because they're so low. Told Doobie, just get some frags. Picks up one, see, 1 shot to the body. And he just misses his shots. Daff ended up having like, I think 20 something HP as well. So this last round we're gonna buy out. Yeah, definitely doing the B strat that I called last round. Just got them mixed up. Gonna work towards more B this round. We've gone A so much. I'm gonna throw some mid smokes like I did on pistol round to smoke out window. I think we actually are doing the pistol strat. Me and Doobie are still throwing the same smokes. Except instead of the guys sitting A, they're going to just work B lower. This probably should be our pistol strat. Me and Doobie are going to flash push up mid. Bull rush this guy at Cat. Doobie gets a nice pickup on Devour with the op down in window room. I get Rambo pushed up Cat, and that's it. That's the only guys they're playing B. I call for smokes at this window right here, but someone misses their smoke. It would be good for us to double smoke it out so then they can't even pick into it. Daff ends up seeing me somehow. Played it too aggressive. Gave him a pick. Daff gets a nice shot on me. Clown ends up flanking Eric at lower and killing Miller, but Scott, nice kill. Scott got one coming out that window and then he flicked over to Clown coming up the stairs. It was real nice entries. Doobie finished it off for him. So ended up 9-6. I mean, we lost pistol, so it was 6-6 on the buy rounds, and obviously the round that Rambo clutched was a mess up by us. So I mean, all in all, it was a pretty well played half. I'll take it. Wasn't happy with everything, but on the CT side, we need to get this pistol round just to get us going. Right now, it's looking like it's going to be a close match. If we can get pistol, we're going to have a lot of confidence going into it. We're just going to be ready to win out. But yeah, our pistol setup's going to be Demonic sitting over at B, watching that lower halls. Eric's going to be up on Cat. He's going to be on Cat just in case. A lot of teams like to rush mid to Cat the first round. And I'm going to be sitting over connector or window. I'm going to play both spots in and out, while Doobie and Miller will be set up at A. And we're just going to find nades. Eric's our Deagle star, so he's going to be the only one buying a Deagle just because he's the best Deagler in Source. Alright. Gonna pre-nade lower. I'm pretty sure we're going to end up pre-nading lower. A lot of teams it's smart when teams just bust out together. It's hard to hit all the shots with your pistols when you're looking at 3 or 4 different people. So I think that's what they do. I think they hit A pretty hard. Keep mid flash back over there, just pre-nade it just in case they're sitting on it. Right now I'm being like the helper at A, but I also have to watch connector and mid. So it's tough on me. I have to watch a lot of spots and just keep looking. I'm getting jerked around here. They call apartments, so I'm just gonna throw some counter flashes into A. Miller gets 1 pickup frag under lower. I think they put 3 lower, 2 apartments, and they push right into us, which was good by them. Eric picks up a frag behind me, which is good. Now he's waiting for Demonic to come in. I think Demonic got some nades. Yeah, he's gonna nade lower. Now they're gonna push in together. Eric gets a nice pick on War Machine. Look at that, they push in together. Daff wasn't even looking for Eric. They clutched it. Beautiful pistol round. We got it.
I know.
And we got it in a take back, which is even better. We got 1 entry kill into A. Me, Doobie, and Miller. 1 kill. Eric and Scott picked up the rest, which was ridiculous. We can't ask them to do that. We got to start setting up for more entries at A. Get better spots. But we won the round. We're gonna just MP5, TMP up, whatever your preference is. I think this round is this round doesn't go too well for us. As you see, we're pushed up at A. We got 1 right under the balcony, and I was looking at the radar. He's pushing lower, which we should never do. When you know the other team's saving, you should never push them unless you're pushing together. Otherwise, it's suicide. Just wait, and I don't want them to boost into window with a deagle, because that would be really bad if they came up and flanked. It's one of the only reasons we would lose. We ended up getting 1 pickup frag into A, but they just overwhelm us with numbers. So Doobie goes down and Miller go down to the same person, which is not good at all. They didn't even slow him down with counter flashes at all, because they played up so close, which was a bad idea. I ended up getting shot to 7 HP as well. Rambo's playing that same angle they did in the pistol round. They pushed 1 into CT spawn. At this point, you just know it's not good. If I were to do that round different, I would just stay back and just retake the site. Like, we have full flashes, we have guns. They just have deagles. What they did was they had someone on the roof, they flashed and they busted it. And they just overwhelmed us with deagles, and they got the picks, and then they pushed us back with flashes and connector, and we couldn't do anything. They also pushed us back by rushing connector. They played it really smart. We should have just played back and retook the site, because we had full nades. It would have been easy. This round now we have to save. It's like we lost pistol all over again. We're going to have to save. By deagle. Hope to get lucky. I got pre-naded and connected, and I almost get naded in window. Got really lucky right there. Just trying to maybe get 1 pick, and War Machine ends up nading. So I got 3 nades thrown at me. They're being very slow. They're watching the save for sure. I think they got 3 or 4 at middle, and then they're gonna work towards A. Demonic ends up flanking and 1 deaging his own teammate, but that's okay. It's a save round. It happens. Hopefully maybe get some pickup frags, get them guns away on them a little bit. Demonic squad, he's pretty much done for now. Yeah, it was a bad save. We didn't even get one kill. Hopefully on this next save round we got a frag, but that wasn't a good save at all. You want to at least get some guns down. We should have pushed something together. As you see, Demonic pushed mid alone, I was alone, and they were screwed at A. You can't hold A on a save. It's ridiculous. To save again. Hopefully we can get luckier this round. At least pick up some frags. Which Eric does. Pushes mid. Gets a nice dig kill on Devour, who wasn't even ready for it. That's what you gotta do on save rounds, the unexpected. And he just one digged him. He's our dig specialist. I spot War Machine over there at lower. I know he's got an AK. I only got a USP. Just want to play back so I don't die. It's useless for me just to go out there and die. I know they got two in mid, because another guy shot at Eric when he pushed up, so they have at least two over there. We're just kind of waiting out. We got the advantage right now on 5-4. Maybe pick up one more entry kill somewhere. It would be could be successful. Doobie calls A. War Machine gets me. Unlucky on my part. Didn't even get a shot off. Miller gets a nice pickup frag into A, but that's all. They only got one. Now they got the sight. Doobie's down. And Eric's down connector. We're out of this round. Demonic's just going to try to stay back and drop some AKs. He's not even going to go for the bomb. He's just going to try to get exit kills. Drop some of their AKs so they have to start buying more and wasting money instead of them just killing him and having the AK for next round. Make him rebuy. Here's one window. He gets lucky right there. Should have died. Makes him think he ran away, but he's just gonna chill. Still setting up for exits. And that's what he does. That was perfect. He got an AK and he made him lose an AK. So there it is. Now he doesn't even have to buy up. So now we're gonna finally buy up after losing the eco round. It's 12-7. So it's not looking too good for us. We gotta start making some moves here. Start picking up some entry kills, or it's gonna be downhill all the way. I get an op. Our setup is Eric gonna be in window with an op, and I'm gonna be connector with an op, hopefully trying to double up mid. So most people look connector, and then they jump out mid and look window. We're gonna have people up in both places, so hopefully we'll definitely get some mid picks later on. This round they end up just going fast A. I hear the calls, so I end up supporting apartments, but then they drop those smokes over mid. So I can't do anything at A, so I'm just going to watch my spot at mid, make sure I don't get flanked, because that would be the worst. Hear the bomb plant them. At that point, I figure no one's mid. The slow rotate's coming. We're going to try to retake the site at this point. I don't see anybody apartments, so I'm just going to try to go a little more aggressive and make a pick. I miss a shot right there, and then a guy ends up coming out of apartments. Unlucky again. Last guy's lower. Doobie ends up throwing a nade, which backs Rambo off. Rambo thought he was faking it. Good round, lucky round, I guess. Smart play by Doobie, hid behind those boxes. And Rambo didn't know if he was faking it, because he did have the time to fake it, but he just went straight to fuse, which is working. It usually works, just straight to fuses. People usually don't expect it as much, especially if you have time to fake. Now, it wasn't that successful a round because we all died and we won, so we all lost money. And now, I look at the money and we got 6-4, 3-3, 4-0, and I have 3. So we're all on FAMASs or M4s, so it's not really too good of a round. We don't have too many off. We have one off, I think. So this round, Eric gets a nice pickup on Devour, who had a Devour who pushed up Cat fast. I couldn't even watch it, couldn't even call it. Eric was just ready for it. He picks up his op, and then he ends up getting another frag. Calls War Machine was at that spot. So I tried to play the angle on him, but he ran up there before I could get on it. But so now it's a 3-on-3. Nice pickup frag by Demonic. They snuck into B on him though, without him even noticing. And now look at where our teammates are rotating. They have the full position on B on lock. And both our guys end up going cat, which is a mistake. Yeah, they should have split it up a little bit. I mean, I know it's good to go in together, but cat's a hard spot to just retake it because they have to look to their left, they have to look to their right. At that point, they could be pushed in the room right here in front of me. So you always want to get this room clear right there. We call it Taco Bell right here in this B site, that room. But so we lose that buy round, which was it was a low buy for us. We have to end up deegan again. It's not looking good at all. 13-8, and we're on a deeg save, so pretty much you're thinking 14-8. But Miller makes a nice 1 deeg into the site, and so does Eric from window room. Doobie's in his little sneaky spot at fireboxes, picks up a kill. So we all got trade kills except for me, and Scott ends up picking up the kill that was rushing to connector. So now they're played back in sight. They're not even pushed up on us. So it's an end up 1v2 right now. We're just trying to retake it. I think it's Daft. Yeah, he just sits in sight with a smoke. Demonic sees him, gets him. Demonic's looking for ops right now as Eric defuses. That was an awesome save at A. It's really hard to win A on the rush, especially when you're saving. A is a hard site to hold anyways, and when you're saving, it's ridiculous. Miller slowed him down with a 1 deeg. Eric got a deeg. Doob got a deeg. The only person who didn't get an entry was me, so that was on me. Ended up having Doobie op lower and Miller do a close apartment setup, just kind of letting Doobie scout it out, and Miller will flash push anywhere. Or Miller is just kind of being the bait for Doobie, and he's calling what he hears. And Eric and me are going to play aggressive mid. Eric's going to push up cat, and I'm going to kind of sit in the smoke and just kind of scout it out as well. But I'm very wary of War Machine at lower because he keeps going under there and he keeps getting me. So I give it a little peek. He's not there. Can't sit in mid, so I just fall back. Kind of just waiting around. I'm really getting smashed over at connector in all in the regular positions, so I'm gonna play this spot, I guess. Just kind of the most random thing I could think of, because I know they're not gonna delay mid. They ended up calling a lot of smokes A, so I'm going to come back to A to help. Get some entry frags, hopefully. But I got to watch mid as well, so it's rough for me. Keeping mid flashed. Ton of frags coming in. Miller gets 1, which is all I ask from him, because he's out there alone. I get 1 kill. Eric picks up. Nice. Yeah, that was just a good rotate from us. We had 4 people at the site ready to get the kills. As long as Miller gets that first frag going in, we're usually golden, because that's the first guy who can just push right to spawn or push right to connector. That's usually the guy who just guns it out. If Miller kills that one guy, it slows their whole rush down, because then Doobie can throw his flashes in and doesn't have to worry about a guy pushing him. So Miller did great. He's playing the hardest spot at A. Finally got an op, so now I can be much more comfortable with an op and connector. So I'm just kind of sitting, waiting. I know Miller's going to play an angle up there in apartments while Doobie ops lower. Yeah, I missed that shot, which I should have had. I knew War Machine. It was War Machine again, below window. And now I'm going to play really passive, because I only got 24 HP and I have an op, which I just saved for like a lot of rounds, and I do not want to give it up. So they end up pushing Eric on cat. I tell him it's open. He does the best he can, but Devour picks him up. They end up just splitting B 3-2. Scott gets 2 nice entry kills. I'm going to set up over here. I see the bomb go over to the back for some reason, so I just call it on the team. Me and Doobie end up watching it. Doobie gets 1 pick at the site. Now the last person's in the back here. We're not going to make the mistake of trying to push him and get the frags. We're all just going to sit back. We got a guy up on cat ready to peek. when he gets into sight. He's not going to peek right now because Rambo's probably waiting. I'm just waiting for him to peek the smallest crack I can see, and I'm just playing it defensively, and Doobie's also playing an angle. So we're just waiting. We're not going to give him any kills. That's what he's looking for right now. He ends up getting low on time. Comes out, and perfect setup. Doobie ends up getting the angle on him. So it was 13-8, now it's 13-11. We're rolling a little bit here. Our money is getting up, building some cash, which is good. We end up what? We have 3 ops now. We have an op at cat. I'm opping mid. Doobie's opping lower. Miller's up close M4A, and Demonic's gonna be on the steps. Me and Eric are doing a double op mid setup again. Eric calls that there's one mid, aggressive out to this box. Yeah, and I lag him, and I believe I pick up that frag. Yeah, and there goes their op down, which is a nice. It's just nice when you get that first pick on the team, especially when it's a mid pick. Op down, that's money gone too. I'm waiting for War Machine, and there he comes again. I just can never hit that shot. He's always ready for me. And now I'm pushed back again. I should have made that angle. Should have had that shot. And it looks like they're trying to use split connector in A right now. So I have to keep watching connector, because A's looking pretty good. Miller got another entry frag. Opper ends up going mid, picks up Devour's op that I killed at the beginning of the round. I'm just going to play passive over here because Eric's rotating. He called one in window, and he played a great angle. He was in this room over here watching this push on me. He saved my life. I think Doobie calls cat. Yeah, from A. So I hear him jump right there in ladder room up near window. So I'm waiting, maybe he could cut to window. But end up hearing them run into cat right now. So I'm just going to play a gay angle because Eric's in the back opping too. And they're going to be looking at him. And there it is. Eric picks up the close frag. I pick up the opper in the back. Just play the angles. Don't get too aggressive. Don't give them picks. So round worked out well. Just getting that first mid pick just really breaks their whole strat. And I'm much more comfortable with an op at mid now. It's so much easy. I end up getting confident. Just start picking mid every round. I believe it's a save round, so I'm waiting again on War Machine. Hopefully I can actually kill him one round. But they end up calling fast A, so Doobie over here to help. And ended up picking 3 entries. It's just a nice round overall. Even though I was the rotator and got those 3 kills, Doobie and Miller still had 2 entries. And then Doobie started flashing them while I killed those guys, so it was a good round altogether. Alright. So that was their Deeg save. So now we know they got a gun up round. I'm going to go this way, just it's faster. And I want to pick lower a little bit. Doob ends up team flashing me. It's alright though. I forgive him. Just sitting on mid picks here. They usually don't delay mid too much. So I kind of just am waiting for War Machine. I see that he's dead already, so I don't have to worry about him going below window. Usually he's the only one that does that. Miller gets 2 lower picks, and then he goes aggressive for another one, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing at all, because that's unexpected. So, but he got those 2 entry frags at lower, which was beautiful. Slowed their whole rush down. Look at, they're not even rushing. They're broken right now. Eric pushed up mid, so they can't even fall back T-spawn. We know they have to be A. So Demonics should be rotating, but he's not for some reason. Because Eric is pushed up at T-spawn. They flash into A. Doobie kills their opper. I think Doobie picks them all up, yeah. Doobie played a nice spot over spawn. And just waited for him, never rotated. Never stopped watching it. It was excellent play by Doobie and Miller. They didn't even need any help. Now they have to save again. So As long as they don't do anything fast together, we should win this save round. And then we should be going for match point next round. I'm going to pick mid here, in case they want to do a fast cat. I'm going to let Eric set up. Eric calls that he set up cat, and I'm waiting for War Machine. I want to get him one round. And this is the round that I get him. He was crouched down there, working up with his Deeg, so I know it's a save. Call mid. Get another one at mid. Rambo ends up pushing me. Just make the calls at the connector. Miller had a nice rotate. He was already there, ready. So that goes the op. They didn't even get my op at connector. Miller picks up Rambo, and that's bombed down. Eric ends up pushing Clown. Probably shouldn't have done that. Now he's got an op up, but not a problem. Miller's got the bomb down right in front of him. I just tell him to play behind this box, and I'd call it when the bomb's up. And Demonic's going to play this spot right here, and Doobie's right there. So we got a great crossfire, and he walks right into Demonic shot. So now we're up match point. We got 2 rounds to win it, and we got full money. We just won. Wait, whoa. Yeah, we won. We won a lot. We won 7 rounds in a row. So we're on a roll right now. Just keep it going. Don't want to lose this one. Give him any chance at all. Any hopes. Go for another mid pick here. Looks like there's no one there. I just keep waiting on it. Eric's going to play my connector, so I'm just going to keep playing mid. End up legging Devour right there. So I'm just going to fall back. I know they're opt up there. I don't want to give him a pick. Eric's also playing the angle over there, so he can help me out with it. This round they're either going to try to split at B from Cat, or they're going to try to hit up connector to A. There goes Devour. I'm going to play in this little smoke here because it's double smoked. And that was War Machine. He couldn't see right there because it was double smoked, and I played the edge of the smoke so I could see into it. They end up working two BOB, and Demonic just picks them both up. Pick up Clown with the op, and there it is. We win the match. Demonic finishes the War Machine off. So that was our match against A-Dog. ESCA invite. 3rd match of the season on Strike. We won 16-13. It was a great match for us. Too bad there wasn't a Source TV up for it, but that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed my first one. Hopefully I'll get better at it in the next one if I get the chance. Thanks for watching.